is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
Oh, whoa, what did I just do? Why did that pause? Who told you to do that? Little baby. Yo. But how y'all doing? What's up, chatters? Someone told me this chapter was pretty big. So we'll see what's going on. Let me know how I sound and everything too. Visions and distractions, account on the transaction. I put the light here because I'm looking like a single character. I'm looking like a unlockable character. Just out of curiosity, is this a good time? Like just in general speaking, like how do you guys like this schedule? Like me streaming around this time instead of doing it on Sunday at 9 o'clock. Does it work better? So good on your end? Okay, cool. Let me just answer this text and we get to it.
Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts, don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account under transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts, don't care about bitches and distraction.
It works for me. Can I speak for everyone else? Okay. So I'm good. They gotta figure that out over there though. But me, I am good. All right. We should be good to start. Switch the scene. What's happening? This is a little bigger than I wanted it to be. Hold on. Yeah, you have to be that big, bro. Yeah, it's like, you know, yeah, like that. That's gonna work. Alrighty. Let me pull up my phone real quick. Sorry. Yeah. Yo, I've been playing this game. Oh, damn, I really don't remember. I don't know the publisher's name by heart, but it's called Dodgeball Academia. Yo, it's honestly contender for my favorite games that I've played this year. And I've beat a lot of games this year, so like that's hype, man. That is hype. Okay, I have the chat here. Now we good to go. Let's start. But yeah, honestly, check that out, man. If you like indies, and if you ever used to play like those older Camelot styled, Mario, tennis and golf from back in the day. Like a lot of games this year, so like, yo, hop on that. Slightly different from other humans. What can I say? All right. We started. Look, so whites on the prowl, man. I look forward to the feast that fate has prepared for me. White's here. He holding his meat. he holding that sword a little too close to his meat. Hold on. On the same field as me. I gotta grow up, man. You should have listened to me when I offered to help you. Oh, shoot. Crap, I'm totally cornered and it's too late to change sides again now. Ugh. But I'm not sure how helpful that regular will be in a fight with white. First, I'll get rid of this annoying little obstacle. What we want to get in? This is I didn't like. I guess is we're kind of. Wait, you know what? All things considered, we don't know how long this chase will last because I thought maybe Karaka would be the one here instead, or like Cha or something, protecting Bam. So he's attacking her. Damn it! I'll just have to try to last 10 minutes. Jeez, is she kicking it? Hey yo. Yeah, she's getting pushed back. How am I supposed to withstand this? Yeah, you can't. You can't. He's a demon. He's a demon. He's powered by a white super. Let me stop. I'm joking. You call my souls, baby. You coming right for her. Yeah, you're probably done. Trying to probably get bodied, huh? What is she? Are those her legs? Is she kicking? Is she Chun-Li? Hold on. Okay, okay. She doing something. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think she's kicking. Oh, and something. She lost a limb of something. He sliced something off. You look like one of those test subjects, like the Toad. Which rule are you except for? You call him the Toad. The Toad. Oh my goodness. I caught your stream for a few minutes on that. All right. Oh yeah. It was yeah. That game was dope, man. It was dope. I'm surprised. Give White credit though. Like he was able to almost immediately recognize that there's some type of rule that she's I guess she's going against. That's interesting. Which rule? This is a curse. Oh, she grew it back. Does that energy kind of look like the essence of bravery energy to you? Nah, it's not blue enough. I'm sorry. I rescind that comment. I take it back. I didn't mean it. It wasn't me. I was hacked. She got it back. Damn it. It's a good thing you hit my left arm. You can heal your arm? That must be the rule you're allowed to break. Very interesting. I shall tear your body into Shall I tear your body into pieces to see whether you can heal the rest of your body too? Bam says no. She may be an enemy, but she's the only ally I have right now. I can't let her die just like this. Yo, White looks so raw, dude. He's kind of like the star, I would say, since SIU's return. I think White and the Ass Ratchet have been kind of like been doing their thing. I gotta give Chai his credit though. You know what I'm saying? I don't like him though. Stop him. So White. Bam stops a White sword. I'm guessing, is he using fast skip? Is that how he's stopping it? Or he just blocked it? There got his hands up. Hands up. You continue to surprise me. Imagine a regular blocking my sword. Bzz, bzz. You can see like some. Is that electricity? Why is it doing that? What on earth is the rule you are exempt from? He Neo in the Matrix, man. No rules apply. 0. Or do any rules apply to you at all? Tells you the story of slaving to a tower of God. 52nd floor, Battle Royale, 05. You think he named this Battle Royale because of shit like Apex and whatnot getting mad popular over time? Hold on, let me make sure we live. That's funny. We'll see what's going on though. Now Caliban is actually built slightly different. Yeah, Caliban built different, man. It's always the same. Bzz, bzz. Ksh. Bzz. That creepy look in his eyes. Creepy. His hands are just out, yo. That's crazy. He blocked White sword, a regular. Is anybody else tired of this shit, man? I know this is an exercise in futility. I should just accept that this was a line we're gonna see every fucking day, but Jesus Christ. Anytime Bam something a regular. Shut up! I get it! Damn it. I'm getting angry. Some people have to sacrifice so much to find a way to barely stop my sword, and yet you block it. You block and avoid my attacks like it's nothing. You really are full of surprises, and I don't like it. So he finally fends him off. Ugh. We're gonna tell these fools. Start that count. Why want to clap these fools? The surprise will never stop. Honestly, I think it's time for like a drinking game. Like take a shot anytime some person comments on Bam being just a regular. How can a regular? But he's just an EDC. Man. Hey, get back. If you die, I'm screwed too. It's okay. You can't avoid REA sword anyway. Are you saying you can? I can dodge it, and I've done it before. What? Oh. Hoquin. Okay, my bad. I'm slow. What the heck is he on about? I may need him to break the spell, but my survival comes first. Plus, White hasn't found out which rule I'm exempt from. Then go ahead and fight if you can. Should I wait and see what happens? She said, "Fuck it." James Harden step back. You take that. By the way, For 22 people in here, I appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you are new here. Share the video for anybody who knows the Tower of God, find all of that. And if you can, super chats are open. If my PayPal's in the description, I always forget to say this shit. But yeah, anyways. Should I wait and see what happens? She had to step back. You seem to be getting cocky just because you beat me once in some silly game. Okay, I was right. The dollar show. Flash. I can see it. I can dodge his sword. So oh, hold on. Hey! Ooh! You weave it. And then I think he sent like Shinsu to block someone. What he couldn't dodge, he blocked with Shinsu. Yo, he really hit the Matrix. You guys see that? Yeah. Alright, Neo. Hold on. He doing his thing. Clang. Wait, what do you mean? Yo, bro. I want to know how white fans are feeling about this. But I'm assuming White's probably not going all out yet or trying. He's just having fun. He's smiling. Bam tried to counter with a kick. He went. Yo, for the neck. Yo, chill. Yo. Yo, White went for the jugular. Calm down, bro. Calm down. How the hell is he avoiding his attacks like that? That regular is way slower than me, and yet it looks like he can predict where White's going to hit. So she's faster than him, but she can't see the course of the blade. But Bam can is what I'm guessing. I was furious. Listen to sometimes you gotta remind. Listen, sometimes you gotta remind people to like. Oh, fair enough. White hungry, yeah. For half a second, then calm myself down because this is Bam looking rather impressive right now as far as I'm concerned. And White's sword feels completely different from when it was fighting me. What does that mean? It's almost like it wants to draw out. So yeah, so he's not trying it. Okay. Oh, he's not going all out. Like I guess he attacked her with the intent to kill. And he's attacking Bam with the intent of pushing him into a corner where he has to eventually use all of the internal powers that he has. Merger Mess 1. And then he wants to devour his soul when it's at his best. Tastiest. Scrumptious. Yummy. Dillyumptious. Sorry. He wants to draw out more of that boy's power. He's toying with me. He's trying to get me all worked up. He clearly just wants to drag this out as much as possible. I bet he wants to draw out more of my power before devouring me. It's only been a minute so far. He's so evil. Every second feels so long. There's still lots of time left. Is this how the enemies who fought me felt? That's an interesting comment that he's making after. I'll sit on that later if I remember. I have to survive somehow. Don't disappoint me, Slayer candidate. He comes, Slash. Holy shit. That swing looked crazy, bro. Cause look how small he is in the background. Yo, is that a man said that a Getsuga Tetsuo or Backlash wave? If you guys like Inuyasha, like White might take a liking to you. Wait, hold on, sorry. Do you think the shift in Karaka's character is because White took over the role as evil Slayer that Bam has overcome? You know what, Miles? Well said. Well said. Maybe somewhere along the line, SIU decided he would rather White play that role more so because Karaka and Bam still have that connection. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to talk about that. I'm gonna ask some of the guys how they feel. I never actually thought about it that way. What the fuck? Cause Karaka's thematic role and character shift is so sudden and jarring, you know? That's interesting. I gotta think about that. That's video worthy. Come on, think. There has to be a way to survive the next 9 minutes. Should I try blocking with the blue Theresa? No. I have to avoid his attacks. The sword isn't going to let me live this time. Ooh, blood. Splat. Okay, so he's bleeding now. I can't exactly tell what's happening here, but it looks like something's happening around Bam. And then thunder, rumble. So oh shoot, he Thorn, the Thorn's out. She's like, shit, what's going on? Is that all you got? I was hoping you'd really whet my appetite. He hasn't just been toying with me. He hasn't even gotten started yet. Please don't disappoint me. I want you to give me the most ecstatic experience of any soul I've ever hunted. Oh shit. If you don't start meeting my expectations, I'm gonna have to kill you. Okay, so he's not trying. What's up, my fellow someone? What's up, man? How you doing? We out here. We on Goblin time. This is how my enemies felt when I fought them. That's a weird flex, but okay. Yeah, like I just found the comment just really jarring. I gotta think about that one. Now I want White to devour Jihad and become the final antagonist. That's way better than Jihad. Hold on, that's kind of clean. I think he glanced. Okay, out of the way. What's up? What's up, Hanzu? What's up? White season, yes sir, brother. I was not ready. Oh, White is showing out right now. I'm very impressed. If I was a fan, man, why can't my Slayer do this shit, man? Fuck. When is it my turn? When does Karaka do stuff? When do I win? Slave in utero. When do I get to win? Mew Love is here, but when does Karaka get to win, man? He's killing me with this shit, man. White is out here acting up. Oh God, he is. If you know something, can I do this? I have to. My master is waiting for me. I have to stay alive and reach the finish line. Dash. Yo, here comes White. He's coming through. And White, from what I can understand, he hasn't really constructed any. Well, you know what? I can't say that because usually when he makes a blade, he'll tell you what kind it is and name it, kind of. I don't know if he's just using some generic energy blade. Like, it's impossible to stop White if he decides to attack for real anyways. I'll just dodge his attacks and look for a weak point and try to attack him. So Bam tries to go under the swing. So, what happened? Once. Does that mean he killed him already? He swirls it. Boom. Twice. I can't tell. Holy crap. Basically, is he stopping it right? Oh, he's like, you died already. One time. 2 deaths. Hold on, yo, why you yo. After the 3rd time, I'm not going easy on you anymore. I hate counting to numbers higher than 3. Can you even count higher than 3? No, I'm kidding. They just don't feel complete. Ugh. We grabbed him. Don't even think about sneaking away. Burn all that power within you. Every bit of strength you've got. Why are you bullying this man? He's just looking down at him like, you little piece of shit. If you don't start trying, you about to die. I don't care if you have to beg the souls within you or if you have to devour them mercilessly. Just make them come out. Just as I and countless others have done. You'll have to give up your humanity if you want real power. Only then will you truly be truly human. That is a very interesting statement, not within the context of Tower of God, but just in general. Sacrificing your humanity for power, wealth, status, any combination of the 3 or 2, or and you lose your humanity. Oh man, that's bigger social commentary. All right, hold on, that was clean. Why is White so obsessed with him? He's just a regular. I'm taking a shot. This is going crazy, bro. But then again, White should be doing this. Am I Jamaican or Jamaican descent? My dad is Jamaican, so yeah. My dad is from not from Kingston. He lived there, I think. Jesus Christ. But yeah, no. I'm Jamaican though. My dad's Jamaican. My mom's Trini. Get him, White. Eat him, White. White Bower. Your Slayer is a weak Cinderella. Leave me alone, man. Karaka's forgot. Hey, I don't appreciate y'all piling on. Help me. Support me in my time of need. White design is so good. I need a restaurant chain with him as a logo. That would be clean. The weird part about season 3 is that we have the MC fighting a bunch of rankers, Haigh-Rankers, which seems way too fast, but I'll be down if we haven't gotten great characters as a result. Definitely bittersweet, I agree with you. Shout out to Yas, but White season 2 over Neko season? Ooh, interesting. Karaka isn't weak. So, a shot of water, yes sir, for me. I think she might actually not know, which is silly. Yeah, I think that's like I guess I know she's part of the whatever spell, but it's like Lyborg did not tell you that this kid's an irregular and stuff like that. Like, come on, dude. This is the white I've been wanting to see for a long time. I'm glad he finally stopped being friends with Bam. It felt like honestly, Neko White. Oh, Neko White, if you know. Wow, Neko Monogatari Shido. That's what we're on right now. It's Yasaracha and White. White is the most Slayer like Slayer. Absolutely. At least Karaka can count past 3. We watched the news, baby. We watched the news. Why all the fuss? And what's with that look on White's face? If I feel like I've seen it somewhere. It almost reminds me of what Army Corps Commander Liboric felt. Inferiority. That's big. That's deep. We'll come back to this part. We'll come back to this. This strikes me as very significant. But why would a legendary high ranker feel inferior to a regular? Because he's this strong and he didn't have to sacrifice any of his humanity thus far. I'm not messing around anymore. Don't you dare save your power to get to your master when you're fighting me. No other attacks can hurt him. Why the hell are you so determined to pick on me and all the... Are you so determined to pick on me and the people around me? Is he doing that, though? I don't even feel like White's doing that. He's picking on you, yeah, but is he picking on people around him? Like, draining as it may be, I'll have to use the Shinsu Black Hole Sphere. So White's going. He goes towards... some huge flash happens. That's the light he used against me a minute ago, but it's way stronger now. Flash. This is crazy. What the fuck? Oh! We stabbed Bam in the arm? Let me ask you something, too. You just... Holy shit, dude. He's fucking him up. Why were you born as someone I have to hate? And why did you have to appear in the tower? And keep showing yourself around me without ever changing? It's not that I hate you. Your very existence compels me to hate you. It's all your fault. Stop getting on my nerves. I'll say it again. Wait a minute. Where have I heard this line before? What am I thinking of? Lex. Lex said this in what? BVS? Extended edition? Something, but I don't hate the sinner. I hate the sin. I'm going to come back to this in a second. Hold on. Holy crap, bro. This is crazy. Cool family parents of Jamaica. That's where I was born and raised. Hey man, I love Jamaica. Jamaica's raw. We out here. I'm upset. I'm upset at how we did in the sprints for the Olympics this year. By the way, that was not it. Do you think Laboric didn't tell him he's an irregular because he thought they would ask Bam to break the spell? I don't think that this is something that is necessarily like irregulars can just break spells. I think this is kind of native to Bam and the fact that he learned Shinsu Black Hole Sphere on top of his relation to Arlene, a spell master. I think he somehow or somewhat inherited her natural dispositions for spells. So that's my argument. I can't prove that 100%, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just caught up. Just imagine when I saw White kill one of the twins. So that was crazy. All these direct descendants got daddy issues, yes, or he's just Karaka will be a jobber for life. Nah, man. Stop. Stop. Daddy issues, bro. Like the stream. We're at 44. Yes, please like the stream, man. Since White is active, that would mean 4 of the 7 Slayers are active, 3 are sleeping. Hi, what's up, Mr. Henry? Henry using the tower? Yo, where you been, Henry? Where you hiding? Yo, come through. Where you hiding? We're trying to see you, Crimson Shinsu, make it rain. On over 9,000 bangs. This is the villain we needed, honestly. 10 likes to 30. In some movies, again, people coming for Karaka, kiss my teeth. This man doesn't fight anyone but Haigh-Rankers. Put some respect on his name, please. Listen, man, I'm a Karaka stan. I can't even fully defend him from a portrayal and combat standpoint, but I'm holding on to hope. I'm holding on to the ledge with like one finger, and it's shaking. Oh shit, I lost where I was. White is mad Bam, which is somewhat slightly different from other regulars. Was so happy with this chapter. It likes me yapping anything in that movie. Yeah, he was. Lyborg definitely feels inferior to a Dory. That's interesting. But everyone saw this boy breaking the spell on the wall. Why can't they learn? There's that too. You're right. Wasn't the wall protected by a spell? Yeah. Anyways, maybe they don't understand it. I want to see you corrupted. That sounds so fucked. Sigh. Oh shoot. This is a clean pick of White back in the day. What is it? Oh, sorry. Hoquin. What is it, Lord Hoquin? Just recently, you were so excited to have been selected for the training squad because you would get to see your father up close. Is the training squad wearing you out? It's just my father changed again. What? He doesn't have the same look in his eyes when I was first selected. When I was chosen, I felt genuine warmth in his gaze. But now he looks at me with the same scary coldness as before. I'm sure it's because I'm not meeting his expectations. I'm trying so hard, but no matter how hard I try, it's never good enough for my father. If I can't get my father's acknowledgement, then there was no point in working so hard to come this far. When I see the changed look in his eyes, it feels like I'm trapped by an icy glacier. I'm sorry to hear that, my lord, but I'm sure he hasn't changed. What? As far as I know, your father never changes. That ladybug thingy in the bug, is that significant? I've heard that your father has never ever changed, since long before we were born. To someone with his sense of time, we're like weak insects just passing by. Okay, that's what it was. A bug is a bug. What did Gustag say, Nick? What did he say, Nick? So I'm sure you haven't changed. You haven't changed in my lord, but I'm sure no, he hasn't changed. If anything has changed, question mark, it's you, huh? It's probably you, Lord Hoquin. I've changed. Me? Drip. The blood on his hand, stained. He's absorbed his fucking siblings. I've changed. Look at his eyes. Why don't you ever change, father? You're like a lake that cannot be stirred by any stone that I throw. Does that make sense? Because if you throw it, I think they mess up. I get what they're trying to say here, but if you throw a rock into a lake, it ripples. Not necessarily. I just don't like the phrasing there. Sorry. Or a tree who never gives any fruit, no matter how longly I chirp and peck at it. I'm trying so hard to please you. Why does nothing ever work? I'm doing my best to get your acknowledgement, father. Oh, he fucking killed that nigga. Father, why did you have to say that? I hate you now. This blood never comes off my hands because of you. No matter how hard I scrubbed my hands, the blood never comes off. You stained my hands with this blood. Wait, this blood or his blood? Sorry, hold on. With this blood. It's all your fault. That unchanged look in your eyes. Go ahead, it's easy. Morality always comes with so much struggle. But giving it to corruption is so easy. Reminds me so much of father. Okay. That was dope. That was a good chapter. I have some issues. I have a couple of questions. Let's get into it. But I'll read the comments real quick and then we'll get into it. Shout out to the 49 people in here like this stream. Share it. Tell everybody. Donate if you can. All right. But everyone's talking about Rankers, but Karaka deserves respect. The best armor design and the top coolest abilities in the series. Isn't Karaka also a high ranker? If we could give time to Bam to shine, it needs to be given to Karaka. Bam and Karaka versus Machete for Karaka's redemption. Okay, I mean, Karaka shows a lot of room to grow. Like, yeah, he's the youngest layer to some degree. Best father in history on God. Shout out to RDA Hans, my guy. Yes, Karaka defending against Machete would be awesome. I was unsure that was White. It was Holquin. I think it's White, but he hadn't left the family yet. I'm unsure. Read the room. Daddy issues. Go get to slaying or get to slaving. I don't think the mindset is why he's responsible for your bloodlust. White has daddy issues. He doesn't need that right now. I'm not saying he was just pushing the knife. Okay, so I want to comment on a couple of things. So let's scroll up a little bit because this is a good chapter. So I'm gonna go through it a little bit from the beginning, just to make sure. But White on the prowl. I don't remember when I made this video, but I'm starting to kind of get a little bit of validation because I had a feeling for some reason that White was gonna play a major, like an X Factor type role here, where I thought I don't know how long ago I made it, but seems like that's coming to fruition to some degree. Now, I want to give White credit from his combat standpoint of almost immediately being able to tell that the girl, I can't remember her name right now, is it Arya or whatever, she was breaking some type of rule. And he went to kill her immediately, and when it went to Bam, he was able to completely temper his strength to not try too hard. But then Bam wasn't using his full power, so he said, "You're dead once, you're dead twice, you will not get a third chance. Burn all your fucking power." So he's very perceptive. So that's dope. Bam is exempt from the rules. I'm guessing. I didn't know that the REA swordsmanship was a quote unquote law in the tower until the Goblin dude. I was under the impression that it's just very, very unlikely or damn near impossible to dodge because of the way it works, but that might not be the case. That being said, because Bam is an irregular, I suppose that rule does not apply to him because it's an in-tower rule, even though it's probably tied to an irregular with Ariane, but that's not what's totally important here. Now, the action here is pretty good, by the way. I think it's well drawn, well illustrated. I think White looks really dope. This has to be really annoying to constantly illustrate because his hair is long and he has all of this frivolous clothing kind of floating around, but it looks really good. Like it's like a nice little dance here that I like. Yeah. I'm sure you called him. Maybe asked for this after Gustang. Gustang gets more and more goaded with not in the chapter. I know Gustang said a bug is a bug. He was right. He was right. It might be both. Otherwise, proficiency to swordsmanship wouldn't matter. I think you're right. I think you could be trash with the REA swordsmanship. That's a good point. I'm sorry. Come on, you're right. That's true. I tagged you on Twitter when I finished reading. I hadn't read the chapter yet. I know you tagged me. I didn't read what you said, but I knew it was about the chapter. I hadn't read it yet, so I didn't want to spoil anything in case. So I have to wait. I'll read it after. Every second feels so long. So like White is okay. So here it is. So the comment that Bam makes about people fighting him. This is how they felt. That's interesting to me. Like, why did he say that? Like what has Bam been seeing in a lot of his fights that make him think that a lot of enemies that he has in front of him are like, yo, every second of this fight feels like an eternity. This guy's a problem. Like, I don't know where that came from. That's a very jarring point to me because Bam's, to some degree, has a pretty tempered. He's not like arrogant or entire. I don't know. I don't know the right word I want to use. What's the right word for this? He doesn't have such a high opinion of himself that he thinks that people fighting him are constantly thinking like, oh, I can't win or something. As a matter of fact, I'd argue that a lot of people that go up against him are initially pretty cocky, like Wool. Then he's like, you're trash, you know? So it's just an interesting comment. I don't know how you guys feel or think about it, but I thought it was thing. I tagged you because the video I made. Oh, okay. I like how White feels inferior because he had to be corrupted from. Like, yes, we're gonna get to that because that's what we're gonna get to that. But I love this. I love that because the reason why I'm okay with this was one thing that I have to say about Bam. Like, I know the regular stuff is annoying, but one thing that has been consistent is that people who have been in the presence of irregulars, with the exception of, I'll say, I guess, Yuri and Evan in the very first chapter, but maybe because Bam was fresh into the tower, he hadn't even done anything yet, and Urek is that powerful, they didn't get an irregular impression from him. That obviously changed as time went on, as Evan became more impressed with him, and as a result, Yuri had seen Bam do more, so he ended up kind of correcting that first impression. However, when people who know like a Urek or Gustang or whatever, like, remember when Macheni says that he reminds me of my father in some ways? Like, you guys are, and the Light is talking about like sardines being fed to a shark. Like, him being an irregular himself makes a lot of people who know one feel a type of way. Like, there's a similarity across all of them to some degree. Like, they don't belong here. Like, they're too powerful. Like, they're a cheat code. So White looking at Bam and that tying back to RDA Han makes complete sense to me. It actually is consistent. So I like that. Feels like Bam is admitting his hypocrisy more and more this season. Okay, that's fair. He's probably referring to the cages and species he's killed. Okay, that probably makes more sense. A lot of White feels inferior because he corrected himself. We'll get to that in a second. I can only remember when he fought Daniel, and Daniel said something about fighting with Bam was really annoying. Okay, he's been doing that a lot because he grew too much as he fights. He was mixing a bunch of abilities together. Never got the idea that Bam felt like that during fights. That's kind of how what I'm thinking. Like, to me, it never came across like Bam's fighting somebody and it's like, this person I'm fighting, I bet every time I strike, they feel like every second feels really long. But okay, maybe through White pressuring him like this, he's starting to kind of see how some of his enemies have felt in the fight. I don't know, but he hasn't always fought. Like, Bam, I'd argue, has fought people weaker than him on his level and stronger, so he has multiple perspectives. I'd even say he's been in fights where he's weaker and ends up stronger, but anywho. Let's get to the corruption and whatnot. I don't know how you guys feel in general with Bam even standing his ground to this degree despite White not trying. I would have to ask one of you guys who's White's your favorite Slayer. Shout out to the 48 people in here, by the way. I appreciate y'all watching. Yeah, like, I don't know how you guys feel about this. This would probably tick me off a little bit if I was a massive fan of White, but again, we have to let this play out a bit more before we jump to any knee-jerk reactions. That all being said, let's talk about the corruption thing here, because this is interesting. White had to completely disregard his sense of his humanity and use a spell, absorb his very siblings, and stain his hands in blood, devour the very souls of living beings to amass the power that he had. This is not a result of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, and putting the working and leveling up the hard way, the traditional way, training, sword swings, practice. He cheated. He used a spell. He's eating. He's taking external sources to power him up internally. You see what I'm saying? An existence like Bam frustrates him because, first of all, Bam has gotten to this level without technically being corrupted. But to go to that next step, to kind of fuse all those powers, White believes that Bam has to discard his humanity. There was a comment here, I don't remember it verbatim, I'm going to paraphrase it if I can't find it immediately. There we go. Paraphrase it immediately, where he was like, there's a sense of inferiority here, despite the fact that Liboric and White are probably very strong. Now, White's sense of inferiority is coming from his daddy, right? From his father being so strong with never changing eyes, so to speak, because whoever that person who was speaking to White was saying, "Hey yo, you changed." That nigga's been the same since the jump. We're like flies to him. He's been alive for so long. He's so powerful. A bug is a bug. Shout out to Gustang. Liboric is interesting to me because despite his position in the army, I'm sure he has to constantly capitulate to certain people and characters who are completely above him. So maybe, but then again, you have to also remember that Liboric is from 2 families. So he could be well connected or have some type of relationship with one or both of the family heads to the families he belongs to. So that's a consistent theme here with White and Liboric having the inferiority look. Is because they come from a 10 great family. And I find that fascinating because I understand this personally to some degree. Sometimes when I see a younger person or upcoming YouTuber kind of surpass me in my own lane, I feel a little inferior in some ways. Just not just like, and sometimes it's an inner frustration with yourself and your own expectations and what you want to accomplish yourself. You're not hitting your own personal milestones, and maybe you felt like you gave up a lot of things that maybe do not lie with your morals and ethics to get to a certain level, and somebody never betrayed who they were and are going to surpass you or have surpassed you. That's kind of hard to deal with. So I understand where this sentiment comes from. I find it fascinating. Sorry. I ranted for a minute. Let me read the comments. My bad. Woo! I can only remember about Daniel. You've done a lot. You grew too much. What the social law came from the immortality contract? Like no one from the Tower King heard jihad. That's somewhat possible, but can somebody apply a universal rule to every part of the tower like that? It's interesting to think about. I knew that when White was referring to Bam's look, he was talking about Daddy Arié. If White was going all out, I'd be upset, but it's fine for now. Okay. 9 likes to 40. Thank you. Thank you guys. Like the video. Bam taking his stand. It was okay. Remember, he stood up to Caliban for a little too, so it was, although similar to White, he wasn't trying. Yeah. It's fine. White is sadistically playing with Bam. White's father drove him to the point of desperation. He was obsessed with surpassing his father. He told him to go become a demon, man. Imagine viewing your old children as insects. Could not be me. You know what Gustang said about living that long and how the mind can deteriorate, you know, I guess. White is kind of a hypocrite, though. There are several people who are powerful in their own right and didn't do what he did. I'm sure his jihad princesses didn't need any souls. I guess the pushback I will have there with you with Child Nujabes is that White was so inferior to some degree that he had to kill his own siblings or absorb his own siblings and has to constantly kill people and eat their very soul to stay at that level of power. Where a Jihad princess could have just been exceptional within a family, got the power of blood through the procedure, and then went on to do whatever. But then again, I would argue that most characters in Tower of God, even though they may have not gone as far as White, they are pretty immoral, or their moral compass is loose. Their ethical code is not particularly righteous, if that makes sense. Even Aguero's on our side, so to speak. But would you look at Aguero and be like, you're an upstanding guy and great citizen? No, he's kind of a dickhead. See what I'm saying? Although that is a trait of the Kun family to be a little shady, but yeah. So what we define as corrupt as? Bam has sacrificed people to get where he wants. He even admits to being a bad person. I don't think White sees it that way, though. Like, I agree that Bam's probably internalized some of that, and Bam hasn't not sacrificed anything at all. Like, he's lost Rachel, if you want, but White's not looking at it that way. It's like, you're still an innocent boy, a good person, trying to do the right things. You're here to save your master. Like, no. Where's the corruption? Thank you. Since Bam and Adia Han are being compared, do you think Adia Han could actually be a moral guy? I would say two things. One of those things are going to depend on your own internal moral compass. I would argue mine is a little corrupted, like White's. Like, I don't see things as necessarily black and white. My moral compass and ethical code is a little gray. Let's put it that way. So a lot of things that people will see as mean or evil, I don't. Even if most people probably internally don't think that, but act that way, like when they kind of I'll give an example. You ever hear like girls say something like, you know, I need a guy who's 6 feet, 6 this, blah blah blah, yada yada, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z, right? That's fine. It's a preference. Nothing wrong with that. I know where it comes from. Biologically speaking, it makes sense. You're thinking about the possible genetic traits you'll pass off to your offspring. But if I go like, that bitch can't be fat, how? You must, like, they will call me all kinds of names. But I'll say that every time. I don't care how you feel about it. You could think, oh, you're being mean. You should be like, oh, actually, the respectful way to say it is for somebody of your height and weight and gender, or your height and gender, you're just a little bit over the recommended. No, you are obese. You're fat. That's how I am. That's hard for some people because it's tough love. So that's kind of how I see it. So I wouldn't use my moral compass, I guess, because I just do what I want, kind of. And I can't say that, but like, you have to kind of go by your own thing, because people's levels of emotions and hurting feelings and stuff are varying and different. I get why he would compare himself to Bam. Let's see. White sacrificed his siblings, became a demon just to get a speck of a true regular's power, like Gustang said. There's that too. Like, he did so much and still, like, he's not even tip top. Like, he's up there, but it's not even like he's on par with the regulars. Like, he could still lose to some people. He could still not have enough souls to burn. So it's like, I sacrificed so much. And yes, I gained a lot, but was it enough? So you gotta think about it that way too. Think about people who have done things they're not proud of in various companies and industries to move up. Maybe they use their body to get to a certain spot and they're not too particularly proud of that. Then you see somebody who goes up their ranks to your level and never stoop to the level that you had to do to get to that position. It's just human nature, honestly. All that for a drop of blood. One of these why I subscribe to your channels that you don't pander and you don't do clown-ish reviews. I love your insights and topics, even though I might not agree with all of it. At least you keep it 100. I appreciate that. That's what I strive to do. I don't think you should agree with everything I say. You don't. You're not me. You live a different life. Might live somewhere different. Your socialization and environment is not the same as mine. Also, I'm probably older than a lot of you. I'm 28, right? But yeah, I just want you guys to come here and be able to voice your opinion freely, and then we'll talk about it. Doesn't have to get nasty. You don't have to go to ad hominem. We just gotta speak freely. Like, I do find that a lot of Tower of God content creators just say nice things about SIU all the time. Like, I don't, because if I have a problem, I'm gonna voice it. That's how I am. But I appreciate that. Because your high percentage seem ethical at all. White is being a joker. He wants to corrupt Bam. He cannot see someone as being so righteous. Exactly. Like that concept doesn't make sense to him. You ever hear people who say something like, "Oh, I can't think of a good example. If I think of one, I'll say it. I mean, more corrupt in the sense that Bam started the war, brought people to be sacrificial lambs, plus Bam is killing these endangered cage species to get his master, which is very selfish." I'm sure White sees that as such a minuscule thing because he's been killing, like, probably the weight of a life to White at this point, Miles, doesn't even mean anything. Like, it's just like, whatever. So I'm just sure that White's interpretation of that is not a big deal. But the fact that he hasn't, like, lost his sense of self, so to speak, in pursuit of power is bothering White. So is Bam just kill more people for it to matter, like eating Kun? I'm not even entirely. Maybe he wants to see him be immoral, like bad, like underhanded. I don't know. What's up, Rabbi Kage? We're not late, but we've been here for a minute. We just talking. 25 here, 28. Say, oh, okay, all right. Sounds like cough. I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't watch enough to know, but I've seen some stuff where I'm like, do people really, like, I don't know, maybe because I reread Tower of God, I think Tower of God can be a little inconsistent sometimes, but hey, it is what it is. But I will stay true to myself, make the content that I think is the best for people. And what I like to do is I like to make y'all think. When I ask you guys questions, you guys constantly offer me a perspective that I wouldn't have been able to see on my own, which is why I like to do these more live and back and forth with you guys. For example, Miles earlier, I thought his point about White becoming the new Slayer after Bam and thus kind of shifting Karaka's position is a very good point. I never thought about it that way. And if I don't talk to you guys like this, I wouldn't know. If I'm just like, everything is awesome and great and nothing is bad in Tower of God, I won't get this type of exchange and back and forth. I appreciate your guys' perspective because you think differently than I do. But I wonder if, but yeah, Liboric Inferiority is probably somewhat to do with his family. He's part of two, so I wonder how he was treated within his own family. It's very interesting. And they say, why would a legendary high ranker feel inferior to an irregular? I'm not messing around anymore. But let's get to I like this flashback with White. Actually, honestly, I like it a little bit. I think it's important. I do think SIU possibly not made a mistake, but I have an issue with it. I have one little pushback with this moment here. The only thing that was too long for me in this read-through were the flashbacks. Fair enough. White will be satisfied when Bam kills some puppies. Like, can I get over the fact that this man killed over 1 billion people? Like, he really built up 2 kingdoms. Like, hey, what you gotta do? You gotta do this, pass this law, build these buildings. Went to another kingdom, did the same thing, made them fight each other and said, dinner is served. I love that. I love that he did that. That is evil. I love that. It's funny. The weight of people's life is nothing to White, and his father doesn't even think of him as a person. Yeah, I guess that's why, like, some people say, once you've killed enough people, you don't even feel the weight of a human life. So it's difficult to do whatever X, Y, and Z. I think people can't take criticism and assume you're insulting them. I think so a lot of the times. Yeah, I do. I know how this world's gone a little soft. The joke is, I always tell people this. I'm one of the most emotional and sensitive people that I know. I just temper myself well. But I think a lot of people are just like, oh, they love to do this. I'll be like, the way that White is fighting Bam right now, I don't think I like that. Bam looks so impressive. Are you saying White's weak? Like, I didn't say that. Like, you just decided You decided what I didn't say, what I didn't say. You just decided to pick something I didn't say and apply that to my statement. So this is kind of the world you live in. You get used to it though. White wants to see Bam go over and above to get stronger and sacrifice all of his allies this war just to save a handful of people who cares about instead of saving the soul force, using the soul force. Like, fair enough. Like the video, yes please. Like the video, 3 likes. Me catching up with TOG to hear nice speak on it got me confused as fuck. Wait, where are you right now, Nara? Are you caught up? Like the stream. Oh my god, thank you guys for liking it, man. Boric is half-breed from 2 different clans, so he might have been treated differently because you're not a true descendant type B. Now, that's an interesting point, Addy, because I have been thinking about this from this aspect. I don't know if you guys have any mixed friends. I like to call them half-breeds. Shout out to Inuyasha. But, like, actually, I'm going to lose Logic. You know Logic's so talking about now being white and black, like he's biracial and stuff. A lot of those families, like I'm gonna speak personally from somebody that I know, a subscriber that used to speak to me about a lot of his family problems, and it got really bad due to George Floyd, like social unrest, where his family's white and black, Italian and Jamaican, Scottish and Jamaican, I believe, and as a result of him being mixed, he's never felt truly accepted by either side, not the black side, not the white side. So there's a possibility of being a Pobedao Kun kind of hybrid that he was never properly inducted to either or family, or maybe had to choose one and made the other one resent him, because that's kind of what happens a lot of the time. So that is an important, interesting statement. But before I forget what I want to say with the flashback, my problem with the flashback here is I think it serves its purpose to show that White corrupted himself in pursuit of power to chase after his father and surpass him. I think saying that I hate you now, this blood is on my hands, would have hit harder if at the very least he took the time to somewhat build the fact that, like, who is this guy that he killed? Who is he? He's fucking nobody to me and to us. I don't know this guy. Is this guy close to White? Is this White servant? Is this White swordplay master? Like, who is he? At the very least, if this was somebody that White killed that meant something to him, but he needed to kill him for power, then this scene to me is almost perfect. But that's my only pushback here. Who is this guy that you killed? Like, why do you care that your hands are stained with his blood? I don't know, but maybe he's talking about a sibling. There's a lot of symbolic stuff there, so there's just that. But this chapter, I would honestly, like, I want to give it a 10. I don't know what you guys would rate this chapter. Oh, and actually, I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, he said year came late, but call you late. Yes, you finally here. What's up? What's happening, man? You never get to catch me live, but I'm here. Do you think White could succeed in corrupting Bam? No, I don't. I think he could tempt him at best, or have him lose himself temporarily, but not go all the way across the ledge. You know what the craziest thing is? I think Rachel could do it. I think Rachel could corrupt him. I think Rachel's the one who could push him over the edge. And maybe, you know what? I had a video idea. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. I just had a video idea. Season 2, chapter 70, chapter 2, 70 something. Okay. Yo, I don't want to spoil you, man. So hit the step back out. But I appreciate you coming to show love, brother. I'm not gonna lie. If I argue with somebody online and they're being snarky, I could turn to a dickhead. Yeah. I could do that. Like sometimes, like mad condescending, and I'll just be an asshole. I'm a quarter, but I'm still biracial. Fair enough. We call them halves in Kubera. Shout out to the Kurigam gang. I hope White corrupts Bam. Want to see him have a Gon moment. Ooh. Hi, Enryu. Where you at, man? Where you at? I'm trying to see you in the tower. I'm from a family of mixed. Okay, fair enough. There's White think that once Bam combines his powers, he's just gonna become a soul junkie like him and start killing people from our souls. Maybe that's what he thinks or wants from him. But for all you know, Bam could combine the powers and be like, all right, we good, and just be the same. Just have a better understanding of how his powers work. Whew. White fans complaining about Bam being too good and matching being Karaka stand on Reddit. Yeah, it's hard for us. We're cooked out here. Yo, my friend Nat loves to send me the picture of Cha just holding him like a baby, or like Jin Sung like caressing his like cheek, like giving him the armor. He's like, that's your Slayer. Especially when Yama was going crazy. Every day or every week he would send me a picture of Karaka looking sorry or getting poked by Urek. It's tough out here, man. It's tough. Karaka is resting in the junkyard. Why y'all doing this, man? Guys, like the video and stop ninja watching. Shout out to Myron. I appreciate White has a fully wasn't feeling guilt and infuriating instead. Okay, yeah. That's a good point. But yeah, I like the video. To be from two great families, one that's all about intelligence, one's about cunning and power, is already great pressure. And a lot of it has to do with the mind and intellect and your ability to probably manipulate and brainwash. But imagine having such a great bloodline and still serve under another regular. That doesn't have any backing to it, but it's naturally raw. I'd feel like crap too. I agree with that. He never truly killed his siblings though, so isn't that references to that man only? I guess, but maybe he felt like he robbed them of their future. He killed them symbolically, you know? Like, you ever hear somebody be like, yeah, you know, this man, he lost his, you know, his wife left and he lost everything. Like, he's like a dead man walking, like he's alive. But is he living? Maybe it was a symbolic death. That's linked to what Jin-sung said to Bam in the previous chapter. That's true about like, yeah. White's perspective is so clear now. His ways are evil but logical. Go beat your pops, White. Before that, devour Jihad. And maybe this is why he's thinking about needing an irregular soul to be able to challenge him. It'll be interesting. I'm glad I gave you an idea. I love the videos. Yes, you did. You gave me a video. I have to keep that in the back burner, so stay tuned. Kraka's time is coming. Probably. That's exactly how I feel like. Kraka's time is going to come. He'll get his time. He'll get his time. I think. I think. You really want to know where I'm at? You have to climb the tower in order to find out, man. Damn it! I'm coming to find you. I'm trying to see the Crimson Shinsu make it rain. Shout out to Arlene. To add to the reason why LaBark has an inferiority complex, Gustan kicks out kids that can't enter his research association. Edwan has kids fight to the death because his classes to be his classes is true kids. That's true though. There's two tattoos, so maybe he was kicked out of that. Yeah. I can't blame him. Yeah. It's funny how White would probably like Jahad because he's the only irregular we know that has changed, but is against him because he wants to kill his father. I really hope White doesn't lose. I need to see that conversation with his dad. Brother, will he stream later so we can discuss it? I could stream later. It'll be on Twitch though, and then I'll probably just post it on YouTube after, but it'll be on Twitch. Follow the Twitch. It's in the description. Paperwork Hems. Is there anything else I need to comment on? Is that everything? My father has changed again. I like his outfit here too, by the way. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. This was a good chapter. White has getting a lot of focus, so we'll see what happens in the coming chapters. That girl hit the step back and said, "I can't help." Bam, you do this. That shit is crazy to me. That's so crazy. That's so wild. Okay, let me. What was your guys' favorite piece of dialogue and artwork in the chapter? For me, my favorite panel is actually where is it? I gotta find it. It was the one of White, obviously. Well, likely because he's in so many. That one's good, but there's one that I saw earlier when he was swinging a certain way. I can't remember the way he was swinging it. It looked cool. But there's also one that I really like. There's three I really like. I like when Bam dodges the sword by like a hair's inch by his neck. That one's good. There's one of young White that I like, or Hokuin. Sorry, that one looks really good. Like this one. Let me go to the bottom. I like this one. We're just like his eyes are just like what? Like I like that picture. I like that panel. The dialogue was definitely talking about the inferiority complex that they have, despite being great. You're a commander. You're a legendary slayer. Why do you guys feel under, inferior, less than somebody? Like, that's backwards to her. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe no one except Lightboard because I think the crossbloods are dangerous due to An Jihad. That is very interesting. When Bam finds out that Rachel killed Arc Raptor, he's going to lose it. We will see. Maybe, probably Adori that Liboric feels inferior to. Liboric is very old too. Yeah, because he was around since the age of Genesis, right? not you. Sorry. What are those guys called? What were they called again? Hidden Grove? I meant Hidden Grove. The Qs are around since Hidden Grove. I don't know if that's Age of Genesis. My bad. Hidden Grove. That's what I meant to say. If Henry, you don't show up, I'm going to twerk on Arlene's grave. What are my thoughts on Sanji from One Piece? He's raw. Sanji's my guy. Young Vinsmoke in the building. That's one of my... I love that man. It's a weird aesthetic visual that I enjoyed was seeing White didn't have a skinny arm. I know, yeah, like a compressed muscular structure. Like I know exactly what pattern you're talking about. I'm like, oh, his arm is kind of jacked. Like he's not like, meathead, Kaido, Mr. Incredible, big upper body, skinny little legs, but he's like well built for sure. That was a small detail that I also appreciated. If you were a half-breed from two great families, what are you picking? I got Eurasia and Ha. Strong body and great Shinshu control. See, I don't know. You see, I won't lie to you. Like, I don't know if you guys read anything about Carl Jung, but if you're a Persona 4 fan, you might get this too. The shadow self. I have a lot of manipulative. I'm manipulative, honestly. Like that's a trait that's in me. It's an undesirable trait that I had to learn to temper as part of my shadow. But so as a result, I'd want to be an anima. I have that Yasracha beast tamer type of thing in me. Like I like to dominate. I do. I have that in me. So, yeah. So definitely, I want to be an anima controller. So I want to be part of that family. So I'll definitely say Lopobia. Plus, they have the baddest women, I don't care. From Elaine to even is it Alphine or Alphine? She was tough. The Lopopia twins. Come on, like so. You can get me in there. And then as a hybrid, wait a minute. Whoa. That's incest. I lied. Never mind. That's crazy. Never mind. I take it back. So Lopobia. And I think at the point, not that I want to be part of the family. Local BF and Eurasia or Ha family. See, I'm a physical guy. Like, I feel like Shinsu control would be something I struggle with, but I'd be a great hand-to-hand combatant because I'm athletic. So I'd probably go with like the Ha family too. So Ha family, and Lopo be a family. Will be a family. That's my answer. I wonder if White were to consume on a regular, like his siblings, would it give special properties, whatever, like specifically back to so Exalted. I kind of honestly believe that if White takes Bam's soul somehow, it would either give him a power increase or like a. I will say this. You know the soul force of the billion souls that White has? I think Bam's singular soul is stronger than all of that. I would even argue that Bam's singular soul, it was stronger than the combined might of all the souls in that soul room in the on the floor of death too. Like I think the boost of power he'd get from just Bam's soul would be greater than anything he's consumed. Otherwise, I'm just speculating. I've heard some good news about a certain Slayer, but I'm going to voice buzz until it hits Webtoon. Hey, yeah, we love to see it. Favorite panel, White stabbing Bam through the arms, for sure. Best panel is Bam getting shut down and stabbed, of course. And also Arya not giving an F. White looking like he was pulling Bam for a kiss. Favorite dialogue, White self-reflection. Yes. My favorite panel is blood dripping off White. Everything he does is weird to me now. Can we expect more videos about this chapter? You can definitely. I'm honestly gonna end up having a conversation tonight for sure about it. I want to talk about it a bit more, so definitely that. But I do have a video I want to make about it. I'm debating waiting one more week to see if one specific thing plays out, but I might cave. The best mindfully was you died me red father is another translation. Okay, yeah. Maybe he was a love child of Edouan and the daughter of Badao. Ooh. What are your thoughts on Bakugo after this chapter? I didn't read the new My Hero chapter, actually. So let me read it first and I'll get back to you. I'll hit you on Twitter. I didn't read it yet. I didn't read Jujutsu Kaisen either. I just read Mashal Kaiju, One Piece, Kubera, Tower God. I'm not mad. Animals and scheming. Don't think about it. Zoro. Don't think about it. Zoro White. Who's winning? White. I'm not mad at that. Pell, local be a furry, or is you gonna be hit different? Elaine, Conan, Ratio. Okay. Right. Yeah, Elaine is the go, man. Local be. You think Kuma come anima? I don't know. Yes, I did read the Bleach one shot. I read it on Twitch on Friday. I liked it actually. Kubo back. He's not even like I thought. I thought it was just gonna be one chapter, like an Amake thing. But he's back. But this chapter I'm gonna give a 9.5 out of 10. I think it was excellent. I had a good time with it. Whew. I never thought that the day it'd be me. I'd be here like pumping my fist for White. I didn't even like Yasaracha. I'm out here becoming a bigger Yasaracha fan by the day. So this was good. I like this. I like this chapter. I like the direction we're going in for the time being. There's a lot of good stuff here. Am I gonna do a group video? Are you gonna do a group video with other people about these chapters? I can get like the other guy. Simi stopped reading it, so Simi's not interested. I could get Vince and stuff. I'll hit Milios and see if he's down. If Milios is down, get Milios and then we'll come talk about it. But yeah, that will be on Twitch. But I will premiere it on YouTube later if you just want to catch the VOD after the fact. If you don't know, I do have a you know what? Let me just post everything just to make it easier. It's in the description, but I do like every Twitch stream that I do, I post on on the archive channel. So if you just want to look at the archive channel, it's there. But I'll find it for you. Give me a second. But yo, that's hype. I'm very impressed with this man White, man. He's doing his thing. He's doing the damn thing. He really is. You got to give credit where credit is due. Cause I was just waiting. Like I think a lot of us have been waiting for White to really take this leap for a long time. You know, like yo, can you please go after this guy? Stop playing buddy with Bam. Like it's time for you to get in your evil bag. There we go. Yeah, this is that's the archive channel. So all of my except the first Twitch stream I ever did. I waited too long to download it, and at Twitch I deleted it before I got around to it. So there's that. Actually, I could just look at my own description here, can't I? And I wanna read Purple Hyacinth more on stream. I think I want to read it. I'm really liking it. I'm gonna do it. I could probably do a read through a Purple High thing on stream. I'm not gonna, yeah. There it is. Yeah, can I copy this? Hello. Open. There you go. And yeah, if you want to come follow me on Twitch, I'm probably gonna game on it right after this stream. In all honesty, so. So those are that. Do you think White will die this arc? Honestly, I'm scared for him. Like I would be lying if I didn't say I was like worried. Like, because even if he doesn't die, I do think he will be punished for his actions by F.U.G. or possibly like excommunicated. Like I think something not good for White will happen to him. I don't know if he's gonna die. I wouldn't like that because like someone said in the comment section earlier, the chat earlier, I would need to see him confront his dad at least once. So, am I gonna react to M? You know what? I could do that. That's a good idea. Let me just read My Hero and JJK right after this. I'm gonna shut this down just now. Let me just. It's 2:41 p.m. here, so at 3 p.m. I'll be on Twitch. So I'll read that there. I'm gonna like eat something real quick. I'm gonna stretch my back out a little bit, get some water, and then I'll come back. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, need White to clap his dude's cheeks. Pause. Now cut them cheeks. Slash them cheeks. He's slashing. Shout out to my guy Sin. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me. This was good. We're gonna be back. Like the video, share it. And stay tuned for some discussions about this. We're gonna have to talk about White in a different light now because